Okay, here we are with Lesson 6, Drawing Geometric Shapes. For this you're going to need a ruler, a protractor, a compass, and some extra paper. Probably just blank paper, but lined paper will work also. Alright, so for our discussion, the purpose of this lesson is to develop a familiarity with the tools of construction through problems. We will construct several basic geometric shapes and composite figures. A compass is a tool for drawing circles. The point where the needle of the compass sits represents the center of the circle, and its radius can be adjusted by widening or narrowing the two arms of the compass. If you need a refresher on how to use a compass, or if you've never used one before, check out this link, which is also in your homework, and it will show you step by step how to use a compass that we use in class. So once you have figured out how to use your compass, try drawing a few circles of your own before working on the exercises. Alright, so let's take a look at Exploratory Challenge 1. Attempt the challenge problem and then continue the video to check your answer. Okay, you should be done with Challenge 1. And this is what you should have. Use a ruler, protractor, and compass to complete the following problems. So use your ruler to draw three segments of the following lengths: 4 centimeters, 7.2 centimeters, and 12 and 8/10 centimeters. Label each segment with its measurement. So you should have this. Alright, Exploratory Challenge 2. Review on how to use a protractor. And if you need to watch a video on it, this particular link will give you a 5-minute tutorial on how to use your protractor. So attempt a challenge problem using a protractor and then continue the video to check your answer. Okay, you should be done with Exploratory Challenge 2. It asks to draw complementary angles so that one angle is 35 degrees. Label each angle with its measurement, and are the angles required to be adjacent? And the answer is that complementary angles do not need to be adjacent. The sum of the measurements of the angles needs to be 90 degrees. So you could have drawn them together, or you could have drawn them separately, as long as one was 55 degrees and the other is 35 degrees. So are the complementary angles required to be adjacent? Well, again, the answer is no. Complementary angles can be adjacent but do not have to be. The only requirement is for the sum of the measurements of the two angles to be 90 degrees. Alright, Exploratory Challenge 3. Attempt the challenge problem using a protractor and then continue the video to check your answers. Alright, you should be done with Exploratory Challenge 3. So draw a vertical angle so that one angle is 125 degrees and label each angle formed with its measurement. So remembering that vertical angles are opposite each other will be the same, and these two opposite angles are also the same. So if you make one angle at 125 degrees and you have lines intersecting, then the angle opposite it will also be 125 degrees. And the resulting rest of the angle would be 55 degrees, because since these two are adjacent, they are angles on a line, which means they would equal to 180 degrees. Alright, Exploratory Challenge 4. Attempt the challenge problem using a compass. Continue the video to check your answers. Alright, you should be done with Exploratory Challenge 4. So draw three distinct segments of 2 centimeters, 4 centimeters, and 6 centimeters. Use your compass to draw 3 circles, each with a radius of one of the drawn segments. Label each radius with its measurement. So here is the circle for 2 centimeters, here is the circle for 4 centimeters, and they weren't able to give us a example is 6 centimeters because there's not enough room. But you should get the idea. Alright, exploratory challenge 5 and 6. Attempt the challenge problems using the appropriate tools. Continue the video to check your answers. Okay, you should be done with challenge 5 and 6. So draw 3 adjacent angles, A, B, and C, so that A is equal to 25 degrees, B is equal to 90 degrees, and C is equal to 50 degrees. Label each angle with its measurement. So here is one way that you could do this. However, being that they are adjacent and they're kind of given in an order A, B, and C, you would have A first, so 25, and then 90 in the middle, and 50 on the other side. For 6, draw a rectangle ABCD so that AB is equal to CD, which is 8 centimeters, and BC is equal to AD, which is 3 centimeters. And again, you should mark each corner as a right angle. And you would use your protractor to help you measure that these are 90 degrees. Alright, for exploratory challenge 7, I'm going to go ahead and demonstrate. Alright, so we have our ruler, and what we're going to be doing is draw a segment AB that is 5 centimeters in length. So what we do is we are going to mark off 5 centimeters from 0 to 5, and we're going to label it A and B. So now what they ask us to do is draw a second segment that is longer than AB and label one endpoint C. So let's go ahead and draw another line that's going to be longer. So it doesn't matter where you stop, but we have a line, and this first point is going to be C. Then we're going to use our compass to find the point on our second segment, which will be labeled D, so that CD is equal to AB. Now you might be wondering, how do we use a compass to do that? Well, basically what we do is we measure from A to B using our compass. So put the point on B and the pencil point on A, or the other way, it doesn't matter which one. But this is how you get your measurement that we can copy. Once you have done that, then we put the point on C, and using our compass we just cross the line using our pencil point on our compass. Where that intersects is going to be point D. So now we have a line segment CD that is equal to AB. We didn't use our ruler, but we used a compass. Now you might be asking, why do we do that? Well, there are going to be several constructions where we have to use our compass because the constructions are based on a circle. So even though we're not drawing the whole circle, the circle helps us copy measurements from one point in space to another. So it's important to understand when they say use a compass to create a measurement, that this is how we do it. Alright, so now, based on what we just did on challenge 7, use that information to complete challenge 8. Continue the video to check your answer. Alright, you should be done with part 8. And again, if you make any mistakes, once you are shown the answer, please practice it because you're going to need it for other problems. So for part 8, it asks to draw a segment AB with the length of your choice. Then use your compass to construct two circles. So a circle with letter A, it has a radius of AB, and a circle with center B has a radius of BA. So the two circles that you would draw should look something like this. Again, you are starting with a line segment. You don't want to make it too long because you got to be able to open up your compass to the length of this line segment. Then once you measure it with your compass, you would put your point on A and draw your circle. And then you would put the point on B and draw the other circle, and that's where you get your overlapping circles. So describe the construction in a sentence. How would you describe this previous construction? Well, two circles with a radius of AB are drawn. One has its center at A, and the other has its center at B. All right, exploratory challenge 9. Complete 9 and continue the video to check your answer. So now we want to draw a horizontal line segment AB with 12 centimeters in length. So that is A to B. Point O will be at the vertex of angle COB. So here is point O. Draw ray OC so that the ray above AB and angle COB is 30. So this is what it looks like. This should be 30 degrees. And you have a line segment OC, or a ray, that's going to be OC 30 degrees above AB. Draw point P that is 4 centimeters away. So you would do 4 centimeters again, draw point P and do the same thing. Draw a ray called Q, which creates a 30-degree angle, which will be QPO. All right, so this is what it should look like. 4 centimeters from O to B, 4 centimeters from A to P. All right, exploratory challenge 10. Go ahead and try 10. Continue the video to check your answer. All right, so you should be done with exploratory challenge 10. Here's where we go back to kind of what we drew before. We have a line segment AB with a length of 4 centimeters. Then we're going to draw the circle using A. And notice as we rotate around, we will get our first circle. Then, using point B as our next radius, we go ahead and draw a circle. And so now we have where it intersects, the two circles intersect, we have C and D. Then from that we go ahead and create AB. So what kind of triangles do we have? Well, we would have isosceles triangles because this line segment, which is the radius of C, is congruent to the line segment CB, which is the radius of the second circle on the right. And because those two are the same, when we measure this, this is 4 centimeters. So what ends up happening here as far as the circle is concerned is drawing two circles we just created, whether we intended to or not, isosceles triangles. So this is what is meant by construction. Using basic tools, like first starting off with measuring 4 centimeters, and then using our circle, our compass, to draw the two intersecting circles, we have created, without even having to measure, but just by the laws of what a circle is, we've created two congruent isosceles triangles. So how would you describe the relationship between rays OC and PQ? Well, rays OC and PQ appear to be parallel since they both tilt or slant at the same angle to segment AB. Pay attention to the fact that construction requires two circles of the same size, as well as circles that intersect in two locations. So what kind of triangles are triangle ABC and ABD? Justify your response. Well, triangle ABC and triangle ABD are isosceles triangles. Both circles are the same size, i.e. they have the same radius, and furthermore, the point along each circle is the same distance away from the center, no matter where you are on the circle. This means that the distance from A to C is the same as the distance from B to C, as in the case for D. A triangle with at least two sides of equal length is an isosceles triangle. All right, exploratory challenge 11. Go ahead and complete that and continue the video. All right, so you're done with challenge 11. Determine all possible measurements in the following triangle and use your tools to create a copy of it. So you have a segment of 3, another segment of 4, you have 90-degree angle, and another segment of 5. When you do that, then you have a 54-degree angle on the left and a 36-degree angle on the right. All right, so 3 tools were used to complete the problems in the exploratory challenge, 2 of which you've already used in the last few years. What did the problems show you about the ways in which we can use a compass? A compass can be used to construct circles, to measure and mark off a segment of equal length to another segment, and to confirm the fact that the radius of the center of a circle to the circle itself remains constant no matter where you are on the circle. And that refers to question 10. All right, we'll see you in class.